Hello.
Hi. Hope you had a Merry Christmas.
We would have wished you a Merry Christmas last week, but technical difficulties. The storm
Oh yeah, it took us
Storm.
out right before.
took us out. Yeah, Lucas just recovered.
Yeah.
Hi.
Storm blew him right out of his window.
They call me Storm.
How does that work? Did he just stand with like his wiener out the window? You're like up on a ladder. Yeah, someone's at the bottom holding it. Make sure you're good. Hold the stuff.
I actually don't even move. They just move the ladder back.
There's an OSHA representative too to make sure it's all health and safety oriented. Like, get the straps, you get strapped to the roof.
I thought you said ocean. I was like, ocean representative.
Aquaman.
Like Ocean's 11.
Aquaman's there. She's like, good job.
Good job, citizen. Oh man. Yeah, so one of those. That's what happened to me, and I'm still recovering.
Oh gosh. I've got news. My feet pics are selling.
What?
Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot to ask you
People
about
are buying my feet.
that. Like how many?
Last I checked, which was about a week ago, I had 2 sales.
Nice.
2 separate people bought my feet pics.
And it's not like Emma under like a different name or anything.
I don't know. Is it?
Yo,
she's so supportive.
I feel like it has to be Davey and Jen.
No,
They would have bought it because
not-
they would have probably used it to give it back to you in like a present in the future.
that's pretty funny. That would
That
be
would
pretty
be
funny.
funny.
That would be funny. No, I think it's legitimately 2 strangers. 2 people.
Can you like send them a thank you message for supporting?
I should actually. Yeah. Yes, that's a good
Let
idea.
me just look up.
I should message.
You can actually see it. Maddie Donna
Maddie _
XX Hardcore Maddie Aquino 27.
MVTTY.
Skillmatic.
Skillmatic. Yeah. Skillmatic.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I was
How much?
You should
Out of
maybe
curiosity, how much?
maybe you should send them like a. Can you send nip pictures on there, or is that like?
Yeah.
Would people be like, ew, what the fuck is this?
I'm here
for feet.
Yeah. I don't
Like a
know.
close up, like just like a
I should.
square.
I think I'm flexible enough to get my toe and my nipple in the pic. So I'll probably do it. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll pinch my own nipple with my toes.
Or you know what you should do? yo, for one of your feet pics.
What if that becomes and you can't get like all of a sudden like you can't get off unless you're doing that? So you're just sitting like cross-legged.
Ow. Yeah, but those are the best orgasms. So.
Yeah, that's the spot right there.
It's funny. I someone popped my ankle like maybe a month ago in jits, and just now getting my toe up to my nipple, like I kind of pulled it again. Like, it's tender again. Worth it.
Dude, did you have a Christmas special where like it was like Mary and Joseph and you're holding your foot like
No.
baby Jesus?
Yo, next year.
Oh, so good, dude.
Yo, next year, 100%. I gotta do some New Year's ones
man.
though. I'm gonna do one where maybe I'll do one where I'm holding like a champagne flute for New Year's, and I'll just like write 2023 on my toe.
Or you have like a hitchhiking one too, or like a
Yeah.
hitchhiking on the road.
Yeah, maybe I should.
You could do where 2 of them are bunny ears for Easter.
Yeah. I gotta get festive. Yeah, that's what sells.
Instead of the turkey hand, do the turkey foot for Thanksgiving.
The ugliest turkey
Like a
dressing ever.
stegosaurus. Like a kid trying to draw stegosaurus.
Thanksgiving Stegosaurus. Everyone knows about
Yeah.
That's actually, I would actually start celebrating way harder.
That's
with a
pretty
fan.
sick. Yeah. And no, one of the ones that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a deep and delicious cake. There's gonna be a picture of my foot, picture of the cake, picture of my foot in the cake, picture of my footprint in the cake, and then picture of my foot with cake all over it.
What about?
That thing's gonna sell like hot
Are
cakes,
you gonna
baby.
eat it after?
Yeah, and then maybe a video of me licking the icing off my toes or something. I don't know. Sure, yeah, I'll do it.
What are you gonna call the video? Like,
Call me deep and delicious.
not the piggies went for a dunk.
Dunkaroo. Yo, I'm gonna call them Dunkaroos and dip my toes in the Dunkaroos.
The Dunkaroo icing.
you
I gotta
can't.
get
That's what I
a
mean.
big
No,
amount
that's
of-
copyright infringement, bro.
I'll spell it different.
with 2 U's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deep and delicious. I ain't talking about the cake. Hey. How do you spell hey? So they read it like that.
All caps HEEH.
No, I feel like it
Yeah. Hey.
you don't think it'll be like a GH like Hugh?
Ooh.
Oh, maybe. What
H-E-I-G-H.
Heg? Heg?
No, when I HEIGH, it would be like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little more flambé.
Hi.
German? That's very German
Oh.
or Swedish.
Is that how you say hi to me?
Hi ho.
Oh, that's fucked. That's crazy. That's so disrespectful.
That's really rude, Emma. That's really rude.
Out of nowhere, too.
The guests here.
From Snow White.
Is that why they're saying it? The dwarves are marching to Snow White. So I was like, hi ho. Up in his house with 7 men. Definitely a hoe. Which is a perfect transition into the next topic. Do you think that men with high body counts should be viewed the same as women with high body counts?
Why are women? What are women with high body counts viewed as?
Sluts.
I mean,
Sure.
what's the
Less desirable.
what is the definition though of a slut? Because some people
That's a good question.
like sluts.
That's
Can you name one individual in particular?
I
He gets himself canceled.
I
He's like,
feel like
Nadia Aquino.
I feel like there are rappers who like sluts because
Sure.
they rap about them.
okay. Let's dial it back a bit.
Doesn't MC Hammer have a popular song? Like
Amsterdam?
What MC Hammer.
Oh, MC Hammer. They said Amsterdam. I was like, what?
He likes big sluts and he cannot lie, right?
Big hoes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's dial it back then. Do you think that women with high body counts have a negative appeal?
No, I mean maybe when you're younger, I think it's a big thing. I don't know why.
It's a big thing. Excuse me. When you're younger, rather than when you're older.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
'Cause what does someone's past have to do with like if you're with them now?
Well, do you not think it would be? I'm not saying don't date people with high body counts, but I'm saying do you think it would be a factor to consider when you're getting into dating someone with high body counts?
No, 'cause
Like,
is that a question that I'm not asking that question. I think.
Let's say it came up though. No, I wouldn't ask that question either. But let's say they
He
volunteer.
just asked you the question. That's the question.
Let's say you're about to date someone, like you haven't dated yet, you're just talking, and she's like, I've slept with like 100 guys.
God. I don't think I know 100 guys.
I think I might like find her less desirable only because like I think that's
Why?
a lot. I think that's a lot.
Okay.
Personally,
Sure.
like
I do also.
I personally like, but everyone has their own set of standards. Like for me, it's like I would consider like that's a little too high for my liking. Like that, it's not.
But what is that a reflection of? I'm
Nothing.
like, I'm,
To me, it's like what I infer from that information is, and I'm not saying that this is a fact and that this is guaranteed to happen, but I think the odds are safe for me to bet that you're not going to be very committed. You're probably going to run when things get tough because you could just get another guy. There isn't a feeling of
And you're saying this goes both
exclusivity.
ways? You're saying this goes for both
I
ways?
think this would go both ways, but I'm just meaning like
Right.
me personally, if a girl with a body count of 100 came up to me and like we were talking and stuff, I wouldn't be interested because I'd be like, yeah, like why do I think it ends with me? Like, do I think I'm better than 100 guys? Like,
You know
maybe
how-
not.
I'd be
Okay,
more confident then. That would
That's
just show
true.
you're not
That's on
confident.
me. That's on me
your
then.
problem.
You know how I see it though?
Yeah.
I kind of see it like as an employer, if you're reading resumes, if I see that you've been job hopping, it looks like you're
Exactly.
unreliable.
Oh,
Exactly,
That's,
yes.
It looks like
That's
you're
perfect.
unreliable,
That's perfect.
especially like if you, but then if you see someone who's been at certain jobs, like let's say a good situation is you put in a relationship aspect where it's like if I have been dating on and off, it's like I dated for like a relationship that lasted 2 years, broke off for 2 years, 2 years, keep going, right? Then you see it's almost like gaps of employment. Like, okay, I understand that you have gaps of employment. What did you do during those times? You usually explain.
Fucked.
No, but then like if someone like had been doing it like I guess like low key just like one, then you can also see like they were a reliable person too,
Yeah.
depending on length. As
Yeah.
well.
So what if the response is, okay, Lee, how many sculptures have you made? Because let's say you love doing sculptures.
Sure.
What if fucking is just something you like to do?
Is it a hobby?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is even more than that would turn me off because to me, okay, like I wouldn't shit on them, I wouldn't judge them or anything, but it'd be like, okay, maybe me and you being together isn't a thing because I like fucking too, but with one person, and if that's just something that you like and you like doing with multiple people, then our relationship just isn't gonna work because there's no exclusivity.
Yeah.
Exclusivity.
Yeah.
Exclusivity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
To
okay,
be
but
honest,
what if
I
they?
wouldn't have been able to say it, so.
What if they were like? Maybe they were just in a period where they. What if they knew all these people? Like they were somewhat close with them, so it wasn't like a random.
Like
Yeah,
they're all-
Weird. So I gotta hang out with them later.
No, maybe not that.
It's a group of friends.
Yeah, it's a circle.
So you're saying they've changed?
Yeah.
How do you know though?
Well, that's the
Actions
I think
are
that's the thing.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's what you gotta discover with the relationship.
And
Or
for
you
sure,
can just
by
be
all
the next
means.
digit
Exactly.
and cut.
And that's up
The
to you.
next
That's up to you. Though.
figure.
That's up
It's
to
up
you
to
to
you.
look at those details and say,
Yeah.
am
make
I
a
going to be
judgment.
the next digit or?
But if you found like someone that you really clicked with, I think you can also oversee some of those things and be like, everything else is great. That number's just a number at the end of the day.
They're probably
sure.
they're probably experienced too. That's a good thing.
What if they still suck in bed though?
Well,
No, you
then
can't.
that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a ooh.
Oh, there's
What have
no-
you been doing these 100 times?
So you're doing it wrong.
But just like, do you think any job can be accomplished if you just spend a long enough time doing it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a like
Like a hand job. I think no matter how you.
I feel like that's going to take forever.
like no like
There's no way you're as good as I am.
let's say I'm
That's true. I think.
Let's
There's
say-
no way.
let's say I'm
Wait,
trying
like me? Or
You're not as good as I am. Fuck
anything
you, specifically. Sorry, go on.
no, I bet you, bro.
Go ahead, prove it. You're not better than me.
even with germs, you're not as good. Like, not even close.
The Germans?
Germs, germaphobe. But like, let's say I was trained to be an astronaut.
Okay.
If I just did the job for 35 years with like shadowing and them correcting me every step I go, eventually I'll get the job without having.
Oh,
the
100%.
degree.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
so like, eventually they would have to be good at sex. If that's your question.
Yeah, but what if they didn't? What if those 100 body counts, it was them starfishing on the bed?
Can't wait.
He's like,
I love Patrick.
he's like, there's something other than that.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, but
I don't know. It's I'd oversee it. I'd put it as a yellow flag.
I think
Sometimes I'd consider
Give them a
depending
yellow card.
depending on the amount. Depending on the amount.
blow the whistle. I think your job resume reference. I think that's a good analogy.
That's pretty solid.
But I do agree with you. It's like, sure, you got to figure out in the relationship. I'm not saying just because I've high body count, don't date them. But I'm saying take it into
I've
consideration.
risked employees, and sometimes it's worked out for the greatest.
Yeah.
And sometimes it sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how it is.
But you'd be a fool not to
Consider.
at least look at it and be like, this could happen.
Okay, when you say that, does that mean you're gonna do it? You're like you're gonna bang them? When you say you're,
Like
you're
what I
gonna look
personally?
at it? No, wait. What you just said, where you're gonna look at it?
I'd look at the information they just provided me.
I see.
I'm also
Yeah.
trying to find.
They'd
Like,
be literally
And then
like
I'd
the
bang.
jack of all trades, but like jack off all
The
trades.
jack offs.
The ja-
The jack of all offs.
I guess, yeah.
Sure.
I've been constantly trying to like, be like, how would we use that term in the the business like examples when you're like, bang them and like, get them the job. Like that's the comparison.
Okay, so do you think that same logic applies to men who have a high body count? Or do you think that men with a high body count are viewed in a different light than women with a high body count?
I would think that they should be looked at the same.
Why?
They should.
Because
Okay, are you asking
it's-
me what I think or what society thinks?
Just let's
I
say both.
think we know.
What do you think and what does
thinks.
society think?
I think society, especially when you're growing up, it's cooler for guys to have high body counts and cooler for girls to have lower ones.
Yeah.
Just I don't get it. I don't.
I get it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I get it.
What is it?
Well, because guys have to put in way more
Girls
work.
Can just get fought to Pound Town.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, literally all a girl's got to say is yes. That's okay. A girl in a club can walk up to a guy and be like, your place or mine? And the guy's like, yours. Done.
And
Us?
you don't feel it's the same if a guy did that?
No, are you kidding?
But there's certain
I don't know.
trade-offs.
Maybe.
No freaking way. Maybe it's just me and I'm ugly and I just
Yeah, that's it.
It's personal experience speaking.
Yeah.
But no freaking way. I gotta work 10 times harder.
But see, I feel like the trade-off in my relationship in that aspect is like that. Like I got like I'm the one who had to initiate and start it and do those kind of things. But in return, like a lot of those like milestones are really like her. Like I'm like, okay, but you go plan it. Like let's say a wedding, for example. Like yes, I'm the one who has to engage and propose. But ultimately, I'm like, but the wedding, like I'm proposing to you, but like
You gotta do it.
you gotta do the rest of the planning. Like, that's the majority of is kind of like almost like a she took it thing. I know that's very old school, but that's kind of like how Christine and I would trade off, and that's what would work for us.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I feel like it's great in my aspect in that where it's like, okay, I do that build up, and then she takes like those big ones where I'm like, I'd rather do the build up than those guys.
Yeah. No, but I just
In
mean
return.
in terms of getting
Those
the
guys.
date. Like as far as the relationship goes, sure, but I mean like getting the date.
like initiating stuff.
Guys got to work way harder.
But you know what though? But I feel like.
Getting a number, getting a date,
But
getting a hookup.
also, I like that because it adds character in the guys. Because I find that guys who initiate usually have better. Sometimes, because then other guys initiate in a creepy way, and that's very different. But
Yeah.
like,
It's
I
always
think
fun.
people who
Yeah.
successfully initiate well, like it shows also like a good personality, like a very I guess extroverted, and same thing. Guys who don't, sometimes it's more.
I don't know though,
introverted, I
because
guess.
it could be one of those like quality over quantity, where these are guys who just like send out, like you think of Tinder, like these guys are just blasting like pickup lines to all these people.
Sure.
Like they're eventually
They're bound
gonna
to catch
get.
something.
Yeah.
But still, that's still work they got to put in. And I'm not saying I agree with all this, but I'm just saying I can see why it makes sense because, like, why would again all the girls got to say is yes. So there's no work put in. Like all you did was agree to some shit, whereas a guy's got to go hunt every time. So if he hunts and gets 10 kills, it's kind of like, damn man, you got 10 kills. Like I'm struggling to get one girl to like me. Like what the hell?
Oh.
Is my reference.
Oh, I guess I can see what you mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I still see it as like an employment thing where, like, I don't know, to me, it's like, it's whether, no matter what sex you are, that criteria is, there's a gap, there's this amount you've had, like, to me, it's the same data for me. It's like a very, like, I kind of see just one way.
At the end of the day, I think the same thing as well. Is like I
Yeah.
think it shows some negative aspects on both genders.
just-
Like I think there's probably some sort of insecurities. There's probably too much ego. There's probably some commitment issues. There's
Right.
probably some lack of self-respect in there. I'm not trying to hate on these people, but I'm just saying that's probably a common trait amongst all the people with super high body counts.
Some people are honestly just to learn and explore. Honestly, like, I hate to like make it sound like such like a little thing, but true, like just to experience life. Some people think that's like the experiences, like meet a lot of people,
Sure.
and have big like, but like
Meet 'em.
no, but like yes, but also just like have like really strong connections with people like that level.
Yeah, but I think there's a threshold. Like there's
There's a
definitely
threshold where it's like, okay, now you're going like,
There's
overboard,
For example, like a coworker of mine was telling me that he knew a girl who had
like hundreds.
hundreds, but it was 72 in a year. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he said it was.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
pretty
this is the same.
impressive.
Yeah, I heard about
Pretty
it.
impressive.
72 in 1 year.
How do you keep track of that at that point?
A notebook. I
That's
don't
six.
know.
That's
yeah.
that's 6 people a month, or 6 different people.
It's
a month.
like one every 5 days. I think he did the math. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, if you're
That's
sending out
wild.
resumes every day for weekdays, one of the weekdays you're gonna have each weekday you're gonna have an interview. You know,
No,
it
but I'm
makes
just saying
sense.
at that point, like it's not you
Get it.
ain't experience like.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And there's an age. There's definitely an age too. Like to your point earlier, where you said just like the older you, like it's something when you're younger. But to me, like the older you are, and maybe it's just me, but I look at if there's an old person with a really high body count and they haven't settled down yet, it's kind of like your pool is definitely diminishing because no one this age, everyone this age is starting to.
Settle.
Usually, on
Settle
average,
in.
starting to settle down, looking for commitment. And why would I assume that there's commitment with someone with a 72 body count in the past year?
That's right.
Like, I'm not gonna take you seriously. I'm not gonna take you seriously. I don't think you're gonna, you know.
What
or-
if they gave a backstory that it was like, it was someone in their family's dying wish that they made it to 72.
Yo, then mad respect.
kept
Okay.
Mad respect.
Okay, but
Mad
kept the
respect.
tradition going. It was
Yeah.
like a family tradition.
Yeah, okay, then. Yeah,
That
okay.
at this
sure,
year you had to.
sure.
real question. This is, what if it was like the body count was like let's say 75,
Okay.
but they had 2 partners and a 73 body count bukkake, just one shot.
Is a one.
Does that change? It was just like
Ooh,
like,
that's
they
interesting.
just had some demons and they wanted to fight out. You know what I mean? Like,
That's interesting. I think I'd let that slide.
right?
Because it was a one decision kind of thing. It was
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like it's a one.
And it was
shot,
at a party
so
that
it
was-
counts as one.
It was a
Yeah.
party
It's almost like you had only 3 encounters. Really. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
party that was meant for that too.
yeah. No, yeah, I think I'd kind of let that slide. I'd be kind of surprised she survived. But
Or he could be a guy.
oh yeah, sure, or he. That's fair. Unless it was like, no, that's wild. That's wild. But I think
So sorry, the tradition thing changes your mind too?
yeah. I think there are exceptions. I absolutely think there are. I think those are two fantastic exceptions.
On my 25th birthday,
Yeah.
everyone in the
Hey,
family.
Leo.
My
Okay, Leonardo.
my Gam said she'd kill herself unless I had 72 body count this year. Yo, you gotta save Gam, man.
She wrote it in my card.
do your business. Go on. Stop talking to me. Go get it done. Yeah.
Okay, do you think as a guy, if you went to people with that line, that you get more, like leeway or acceptance?
If I said my Gam's gonna kill himself.
Yeah,
unless
like
I
you
sleep
show
with
them, like I'm serious, like
I feel, but
I think you could get a
feel like-
surprising amount of likes. I think you get a surprising
I feel like
amount.
people would think that you're trolling or like being
No.
like a
It would be
YouTuber
one
or
of those-
something like
It would
that?
be one of those like I would have her like a recorded FaceTime of her like telling me
Yeah.
like or saying like, so I could be like,
Maddie, on December 31st, 2023, if you don't sleep with 75 women, I'm gonna kill myself.
Loads the gun on the video.
You think I'm kidding? Ain't a fucking game.
that would be crazy.
Yo,
Dude.
it's dog.
That would be crazy.
I think you'd get a lot.
Would you if someone asked you and that was their story, would you sacrifice?
If I was single,
yeah.
I think there are those.
Would you
honestly, I'd probably do it for the story. I'd probably do it for the story.
You don't
You're
think
fucking
you
wild.
wouldn't have any concern that they were somewhat like nuts?
If it was
like,
a one night stand, I
crazy?
don't give a shit. I'd be on guard the
You
whole
can get
time.
murdered out there.
I'll murder that pussy.
An eye for an eye.
I was laughing like, oh, okay.
No, if I was single, 100% I'd do it for the story.
Yeah,
You know how
that's
funny that
that's a
would be?
pretty cool story.
That's an incredible story.
Like one that
The
people.
story whether you do it or not.
No, you have to do it.
Wait, what
You gotta
did
be
say?
truthful.
Sorry, what
You
did
gotta be
say?
truthful.
You have the story whether you actually say yes or no.
No, not. It's
That's
kind of
like-
like I feel kind
You're a
of.
fraud. You're a fraud.
Fake
I'm not
news.
saying you did it, but
I don't
what if
be-
someone came
I don't
up to
believe
me
anything you say.
and this is the story that they had.
Who are you?
Fake news. Fake news. Downvote. I'm downvoting you on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
right now.
You gotta downvote that. guy.
Posting you on /facepalm, bro. Embarrassing.
That's very interesting.
Would you? Would you do it?
If I was single for the story, yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I'd sacrifice myself.
Yeah, you?
I don't think so.
I knew you'd say no. I knew you'd say
I
some
think,
whack
I think
shit.
that's too risky for me. I don't know this individual. That's how you.
Gotta
get-
stay for gam
That's how
gam,
you. That's
man.
how you die. I'm not dying for Gam Gam.
No,
She
yo,
can. At that point,
No, you just
unfortunately-
gotta every
What
second
if-
get.
What if afterwards?
She-
Look over your shoulder.
At that point, she lived a long life.
No,
I don't
Okay.
deserve
What if it was a young gam gam? What if the gam gam
Future-
was like 56?
The future of the story.
Lived
is
a
like,
long life.
Years down the road, you get an invite to a funeral, and it's the grandma saying thank you to everyone who partake in that year.
Here's $1 million. She
No,
was a
no money.
billionaire.
No
She was a
money. No.
billionaire. Yeah, she was a
No
billionaire.
money.
She wants to thank everyone.
Just like a
Okay, fine,
personal
sure.
thank you. Like
Okay,
they read it one by one, like Lucas Kozrowski, thank you, and the date.
I-
the date.
I almost wouldn't do it then because I don't want it to be public knowledge. Like I don't want to be part of this shit. Like
It's not public. It's just a
I
funeral.
think it's the future. Yeah, I'd show up. Yo, me and the 74 other guys just like fucking dapping it up. Oh boys, what day?
You're all
February 2nd. I was 6. I was February 6th. What?
It's like an almost birthday.
What if people got the same day? Do you think they'd be grossed out or they'd be like, oh, bro, okay.
Oh, what time? What time though? I was second.
That's
No.
actually
Or
an
do-
important factor.
Or do they kiss and it's like, I remember you.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy?
Belly button kisses? Belly button kisses?
That's crazy.
Oh, that'd be wild.
Yeah.
I-
Fuck you, Jeremy.
oh goodness.
Oh.
You wouldn't do it.
No, mind your business. So, I got some free stuff from work that I would like to pass on to you in case you would like to be artsy
Me.
ever. Yes. They
Me?
are coloring books.
They're weed
But
coloring
like,
books?
yeah, like everything marijuana related.
Toasty Nose. Blue Iguana.
Some of them are actually pretty dope.
Grape-
There's a good
grape
Medusa head
cake.
one.
Garlic jelly.
I was reading this.
Silrag.
I was like, what the hell's that?
He's casting a spell from the book.
Oh, these are...
Slurricane, bro. That's what I start saying when people are so drunk. I'm like, bro's going through
Yo,
a
this
Slurricane.
one's sick. The Goliath one. Yeah, these are,
Yeah,
these
So
are
all
Slurricane's a new word.
these pictures are named after like their
Strains.
strains of weed.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So
Actually.
each strain of weed gets its own drawing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, these are pretty cool.
It's pretty yeah.
I'll color them in and then I'll post them on the
Wait, can
on the
we-
Yeah,
account.
man.
we actually-
Before and afters, yo. Before and afters, or I'll fight you to the top.
Can we start saying this when we're gonna have a party that there's the forecast is a slurricane?
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
sick.
like that.
That's sick.
I thought we were like forecasting for some low Bronx or Bronco
Stop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Weather's
Bronx.
calling for.
for
Stop.
Brunkness.
Stop it. That's ridiculous. I hated that. Hated that whole
Why
day.
did you hate that so much?
Just hated that phrase.
Yeah.
Because I was tired. We were all tired, and you guys. It was one of those jokes that you guys murdered. Like, yeah, I'm so drunk, sunburnt and drunk, and I was like, shut the fuck up. God
What if
damn.
we said like, let's get brunky? Does that change things?
Why does that change anything?
Because it's cooler now. Brunky.
Oh, bronchi.
Brunky.
No. Bronco?
Yeah, Ford
Bronco.
Bronco.
Ford Bronco. He's actually like, that's fucking sick. That's so fucking
It is
sick.
It's allowed. It's allowed.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So on the way here, we were talking about this, and we wanted to save it. 'Cause,
Oh,
Okay.
I'm glad you remembered.
yeah. This guy even wrote it down. I forgot.
Oh.
Okay, so
Not wrote it. Like, digital. We are the
You
future.
typed it down, yeah.
So, checked out Fortnite again. Out of Poots, Poots, buddy of ours was like, yeah, let's check it out again. So I checked it out. The skins they have in this game, I'm glad I stopped playing because I would be bankrupt by now. They have like every Marvel character you can think of right now in the game. Insane. Like the detail that they have, like all the interact or like all the like emotes and shit. You
How
can
much does the skin go for?
like anywhere from like 7 to like a full bundle could be like $20.
So it's not even that expensive, to be honest. Like,
No,
So it's
but
a free,
it
so it's a
is,
free
yeah.
game. It's a free game, and this
Yeah.
is how they get you.
of course.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like how big, like this goes, because like so for example with the Marvel stuff, they've
Wait.
obviously now connected with Marvel's like Marvel. So
Hold
Disney's
on, hold on.
making money.
We gotta do a thing for Lee here, though. I want you just to guess, like, a character that you wouldn't expect to have a skin from Marvel.
Nightcrawler.
I don't know if he has actually. I didn't.
Gotcha, bitch.
So like literally every Avenger right now
Really?
is there. Every Guardian of the Galaxy is there.
Wow.
Moon Knight is there. 'Cause he's got
Yondu.
the show. Yondu I think is there.
Holy shit.
So we're thinking like the money in this is insane because you think of okay,
Yes,
so
there is.
This is Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
not to build it here. That's like
Damn. Shut up.
Fucking liar. You guys tried to get me.
so you think about the money, right? So Epic is making money because of Fortnite making a sale.
Sure.
Marvel's making the money because they have the rights
Some kind
in
of
some
deal
way.
Going on, yeah.
Us as a consumer, it's like, oh, this is so fucking sick. Like I can play as my favorite characters. It's like I can't even like, especially now, how much money
It's just being thrown
this
around.
company is making
Yeah.
in this game because it's like stupid. And the thing is because they're not tied to any platform like Sony, anything PlayStation related. Like they had Kratos. Like Kratos is a skin. So like they've obviously paid Sony to do
Yeah.
that. Then they've got like I think they had Master Chief. So like Microsoft.
They have the
had- so-
Doom guy,
Holy
like
shit.
the Doom
so,
Soldier.
So it's like
That's got to be
it's-
expensive for them to get that, too.
It's crazy. And then it's like they've targeted at a market where it's like kids. Right now, there's actually a lawsuit in the States about this, about
Yeah, I saw.
kids being like addicted to Fortnite. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, I said that's weird because it's like, as a parent, it's like, why
It's
don't
on
you
you.
like limit
It's your
their
responsibility.
time, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to finish your story because it's going to
Okay,
go on another
so-
tangent.
So then it's like, it appeals to them because the kids just want to play and they want to buy all the new skins that come out.
Mhm.
Us as like, you know, the adults that game is like, oh shit, it's all this stuff from my childhood that is so sick that I'm
Nostalgic.
like, now I can play. Like the
Yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Z ones are sick as fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, it's just I feel like they've targeted the right people, and they're continually coming out with like new like this game could be around forever. They don't have to do anything new. All they do is just release like.
skins.
The other crazy thing is there's an anime skin or an anime cartoon that they have that the art style is completely different, but it's still part of the game. So it's like mind-boggling how it's like sketched, but
Yeah.
it's 3D. So it can
cel-shaded
all
kind
the emotes and everything work. Like in the game, they look different, but it's still. I'm like, how did they do that? Like,
That's
it's just so cool how they've like done this. And I was like, Jesus, this is like nuts.
They got to be like
they're
one of
tossing
the
out
most
money,
successful
dude.
games ever.
But then they also
100%.
have like what's it called, like emotes from famous like dances. They
Oh
have
yeah,
music.
like Bop, the song by DaBaby,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has
like-
like an emote where it's like a clip of the song and
So
it's like a
then-
dance from it.
So what they do is they're throwing money in a pool. Then they see musicians like, "You guys want to play?" And musicians like, "We also have money." So they're just all throwing it together.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
Yeah,
the
that's
money
nuts.
circulating's got to be like.
like emotes, even like custom like vehicle paint jobs, shit like that. Like anything you can think of.
Yeah, they got to be a conspiracy.
But you know what? I bet you they're not even
Something's going on there.
really paying for rights. I bet you what they do is like, we'll give you like 30% commission on all the sales, and like,
Okay.
it's like in our market's this big, millions.
You
You
ready?
can kind of be like, yeah, sure.
You ready for this? Fortnite in 2018 netted $5.4 billion in revenue.
2018.
Yeah, 2021 5.8. So not much more, which is surprising.
That's
Maybe
probably
though because
jumping
they're
a lot.
spending more on.
Rights and stuff.
Yeah.
Still, fucking
5.8 on a game that's
Daily.
free.
yeah. On a
The
free
game is free to play.
Wow.
Insane.
That's the beauty.
Fucking
That's the
insane.
beauty of it.
That's insane.
That's always the free-to-play games that make you spend the most.
Yeah, because that's how they get you.
Yeah.
There are 3,900 people who work at Epic Games, but I wonder how many of them work.
Work on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Damn.
now, Apparently, too, there's 350 million registered players.
300 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a registered player and I haven't played in years. So.
Still.
That's
Still crazy. Wow. It's like all of the United States.
In less than a year, from 2019 to 2020, 100 million more players. They basically almost doubled their, or not double, but let's call it like 30% of their numbers.
Wow.
Insane.
Good for them. That's super successful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what though? It's a cool concept. It works for everyone. It's a win-win across the board. It's like one of those companies just like cool. Like I have no problem with that until they're getting a lawsuit now.
So, on iOS, on Apple's platform, mobile, they estimated in 2020 they were making $1.5 million a day.
On mobile.
Just
A
iPhone, not even
day.
Android. Yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Well,
I think my feet pics are going to get there.
Wasn't it Google bought YouTube for like something? I'm gonna exaggerate this number, or say this number, but like 13 trillion. And right now, the ad revenue per week, YouTube makes that much back, 13 trillion ad revenue. But think about how many ads are on YouTube.
There's a lot.
It is insane. And think about YouTube's like the most popular search engine
Everyone's
for
watching
videos.
that shit. Yeah, obviously.
Even on Google now, because Google bought them out, it's a tab. If you go to video tab, it's all YouTube links because they
Yeah.
cannibalize the market. Because
Yeah.
Google's the biggest search engine. So it's like, dude.
So,
yeah,
insane.
that's nuts.
as of April this year, Epic Games raised $2 billion at a valuation of $31.5 billion. The company. So Sony invested $250 back in 2020. So maybe Sony's fucking paying them to have their shit in Fortnite.
Yeah, maybe.
Because people who aren't on Sony be like, oh, Kratos, this character's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
right.
What's he from? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
from... Mom, I need a
People are
PS5.
going to them for this. Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's fair too, because it's just a character connection.
holy
Damn.
shit.
So
It's almost a conspiracy theory.
That's what I'm just said. Yo, something's fishy, bro.
It's nuts. And you think of like how many other things are like that. Like that's the thing too, is like I think there's like Stranger Things characters. Like I'd like to think they did that collab. Why wouldn't
Oh, like
they?
the monsters.
Or even the characters. Why wouldn't people would love like it's a huge Netflix series. Like why wouldn't you tap into
Yo,
that?
I'd play as a psychotic blonde kid.
Speaking of
Number one.
Redbubble, the site that I do all the shirts and stuff on, I didn't realize they do this stuff now, but I just got an email from them just a couple months ago. They did a partnership with Stranger Things. So all of the artists on site, like me included, I can do Stranger Things artwork and put on and not have to worry about rights or anything
That's pretty cool.
because Redbubble
Yeah,
had a
that's,
partnership.
that's like
I was like,
the-
yeah, I wish I took advantage of it. I mean, I still could, but
Should.
kind of lost its hype a bit. Maybe I'll wait for the next season and
It's a show I have not watched yet.
yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
We just started the Marvel MCU. So we started with Captain America.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're watching the
Yeah, Nick and I. So
Yeah.
okay. So the first Captain America, did they CGI
yes,
Chris Evans' face on someone's body?
Yeah.
They deep faked him basically.
they deep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they deep faked them.
And
He was like
that?
super
When he was
scrawny.
skinny.
He's a scrawny kid.
He's scrawny, yeah.
And he's short
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, you're watching it like in
in the
like,
order.
what
But we're
makes
gonna
sense,
skip
yeah.
like Captain Marvel because like fuck her.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, you
Fuck,
suck.
I don't
One.
She like barely shows up in like Endgame, so it's like not even worth it.
Yeah, it's
She's
more.
she's more for like the next phase of Marvel.
Not
which I don't
even
really care
that.
about.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, she will be a bigger
just
thing there,
wasn't
but it's
even-
more so for Nick Fury. And I guess the
Yeah.
Skrull. It's the Skrulls, I guess.
Yeah, just...
Super Skrull?
Yeah, when they introduce Super Skrull, that'd be sick.
He's not in it yet. He just came out in Marvel Snap, so that's why I was curious if
Oh, is
there's
he?
content coming out related to him.
Yeah, he'll probably. I imagine
I
they're
know-
gonna reference
no
him in
idea who
Secret
it is.
Invasion. Secret Invasion's like the Skrull series coming out.
What the hell is Skrull? Are they a type of people?
Aliens. Yeah, it's like a race of aliens.
That's a fair question, right?
Yeah, shapeshifters and shit. Yeah. Yo, Super Skrull is
So are they
sick though.
Are they transracial? If they can shapeshift.
Well, is that shape?
No, Lisa.
That's not
can,
shape-shifting, that's race
Transgenders
shifting.
are shapeshifters.
Yes.
no, but are people are
I guess transracials too.
Yo, I don't,
All of the trans.
you know what though? If you could be a shapeshifter and only shapeshift into one thing, what would it be?
no? If you
Back
could,
and
no,
forth.
if you had to shapeshift into one shape.
Shape. Like it has to be a shape.
Yes.
Probably
it'd be
a
that it'd be-
pyramid.
A decagon,
YOLO.
but only like 2D.
That sucks.
So
That's
like
terrible.
super like.
That's terrible. I'd be a pyramid. I'd be a square-based pyramid.
What other kind of pyramids are there?
You could do a triangle-based pyramid.
Oh yeah, shit. You're right. Yeah.
And then anything over
Yeah.
4.
So what is a
Those- all those.
cone-based pyramid? What is that called?
A cone is just a
Oh,
cone.
cone. Yeah. I would say circle-based
yeah,
pyramid.
yeah, it's a cone.
Yeah.
So are they the same? Is a circle-based pyramid a cone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
circle-based pyramid is a cone.
Like for sure.
100%.
It's not like there's something
No.
that makes it slightly
No,
different.
no.
Well, how many holes are in a paper towel roll?
1.
No, 0. There's no hole.
Yes, there's 1 hole.
There's no hole.
Yeah, to answer your question, sorry, to answer your question, square-based pyramid. To answer your question, you can only shapeshift into one thing.
I completely forgot what we were talking about. But yes. Okay.
An airplane.
Into one thing.
Oh!
He said
Yo.
into shapes, and I was gonna say the S that you draw in like.
Yeah.
elementary school.
Yeah.
Anytime I'll do
The
that,
sigma.
everyone's like, "Yo, sick."
Sick.
Yeah, that's fucking
Sick.
sick, man.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I could be a transformer. I would be a plane. That's my shapeshifter. I'd be.
That's pretty cool.
Transformer into a plane.
Like what kind of plane?
Yeah.
Like a cargo plane?
No, like a jet.
Yeah, like a fighter jet. Like an
But the size of me. So like I get bigger.
So there's like a little drone. You guys gonna transform into a fucking drone? That's so lame.
No, a big drone.
I'd turn into like a.
Do you think they detect me on like
What are they called? What are those? Are they called No, are they called Raptors?
what the Ford F-150?
The fighter jets.
I think some of them are they're like
F-22s.
F something.
Yeah,
What about a stealth bomber?
those things are also sick.
But you'd be a big one?
Big.
How do you transform smaller? Like it's not like Optimus Prime I think gets bigger.
I think he does.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
I
There's no
think
way all those
he
mechanics are in there.
Yeah,
Why
it's-
not?
it's
Yeah,
true.
but he's fucking huge.
Yeah, but he's a truck.
Yeah, what about Bumblebee? Bumblebee's like still pretty way bigger than a Camaro.
Okay, but what if
Way
but
bigger
if
than
you
a
choose the air
Camaro.
transformers, you have to be a small one, like a skyscraper.
What?
It's a guy screamer.
Like that the transformer skyscraper. Like, you'd be like
The
one of the
Starscream.
small. Yeah. That,
Skyscraper. I was thinking he's saying skyscraper.
damn, I forgot that was his name. I blew it.
I can tell.
Okay, but like you'd have to be that. I guess that's still pretty big in terms of man size. Because those things are huge in comparison to guys.
So what are you saying? Like I have to turn into a scooter?
No, just
Yeah. Something relative to our size.
no.
A hoverboard.
No, let's do ground. Let's do ground vehicles. Ground vehicles.
Hoverboard is technically a ground vehicle.
No, if I have to do like a ground vehicle, something of our size.
A
E-Hummer.
bicycle.
No,
e-bike.
that's too
An
big.
e-bike.
E-bike's sick. E-bike's sick.
Like something our own size.
That's what you said, didn't you? You said
No, I
our
did not.
size.
I did not agree to those
I'm pretty
terms.
sure you did
Oh,
say that.
No,
sorry.
like something like regular human size. Yes, like you can't choose to be a huge. So like I mean like a car, like a vehicle that exists.
So you could be a car.
Oh, so I turn into a car.
Yeah, like any kind of vehicle, like but ground vehicle.
Okay. I'd probably pick a fucking tank.
That's actually a pretty good answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like for example, like
What else are you gonna be?
if you're trying to like use it to, I don't know, don't you want to be something like fast and agile?
No, I'm just gonna fucking turn to a tank and smoke your shit.
What is the purpose of us transforming?
Don't you know the GTA code? And when you turn the cannon behind you, it starts making you go faster and you can fly with the tank?
That's
Okay.
what I do. And you put in the bubble cars real quick beforehand,
Yeah,
you'll actually
Okay,
fly.
so here's a question though. What is the are we able to transform because we're fighting an alien race, or like is it just because like we can just do it? Because that's very impractical to be a tank.
Yes, no, that's true. I was thinking of fighting.
Like for
things.
like everyday life.
So there's no threat. It's just we can transform.
Or you just transform whatever. No, you
sick.
stuck
Yeah,
to your
no,
answer.
no,
You're
no,
a tank,
okay,
bro.
no,
And
tank.
on top of it though, is when you get drunk, you can't necessarily control it. Like how you sometimes just say shit. So like you could just all of a sudden like transform by
Into
accident.
a truck in my room.
No, no.
Yeah,
No,
why
no.
not?
Fuck-
Why would you be able to
fuck
control
those
Does
it?
it always have to be outside? Just never.
Or you
live-
just be, know your limit type thing. Why is that not a thing? That would
I can't get
definitely-
drunk.
You could. You just maybe you transform.
No. I don't
Why
like this.
not?
I don't like this one. I don't like this.
I want to go home.
But
I'm
that's
out.
gotta
I'm
be
out.
real. That's
I'm out.
gotta be realistic.
I'm out.
Do you think they can control
No
it?
deal. No deal.
They've got to be able
Yes,
to
the
control it.
Transformers can control it.
But so that's what I mean, though. But if you get drunk where you can't control things, then that must happen.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying it
know,
can
I'm
happen
with
as
you.
often as like an erection, or it can just like oh
No,
my
no,
god, here we
no,
go. Oh my
no,
god.
no. It's you gotta be blackout.
Every time you wake up.
You gotta be blackout. If there's no threat,
You gotta be a fast car.
I'm probably turning into a fast car.
Like a motorcycle.
I don't know about motorcycle just for like my
But
life.
you can't. No. And also though, you can't like drive yourself. Like someone has to drive you.
Yo, that's what?
Yes.
Yo,
So if you're a
Cybertruck.
motorcycle,
No, if you're a motorcycle, you're gonna get up and be like, fucking every time you're just gonna like stop, transform into a person, and be like, fuck, my sciatica.
how do you think it
My
feels like?
everyday life.
How do you think being a car? You got to be like.
Yeah, it's a little better. You're a little more sturdy. You're just, you're a little more like all fourth position. Whereas a bike, you're like,
I'm
Nah.
going.
You'd be like this.
yeah, those ab rollers.
Yeah, permanent.
I think I might go ATV in that case.
That sucks.
No, because like anytime we go to like
You're
to
just
the
gonna get
forest,
dirty
like
all the time.
I can use it as a getaway. Like
That'd be a pogo stick.
Yo, that's a sick one.
Yeah.
Do you bounce off your dick?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously. Duh.
Or you're not like a.
So lame. That's so
You
lame.
don't actually transform. You just
No,
like,
what happens is like my back snaps in half, so it's just like my boner this way, and then like my arms go out this way, and my legs go out this way.
I can't. I
So those are the handles, and
and
it's just, do you get it? Do you see it? Do you see it?
Can you show us right here? Can you try your best ability?
I'll break my
Try.
back. So like basically imagine
Emma,
like
can you help him?
imagine my heels going to the back of my head, so like my back
Scorp- like a
snaps like
scorpion.
yeah, so that my wiener is the only thing down this way, and then I put my arms like this, and then my legs like that, so that those are the handles.
Dude, you know what I imagine? You know like those like those robots in Star Wars that like turn into a ball?
Yeah,
Is that what you are?
those are also sick.
What are they called?
I don't remember.
Find out.
Roly poly olies. That's their
Full name?
legal name.
That's good.
Yo, have you ever
On their
Roly
birth
Poly-
certificate.
Have you ever watched Roly Poly Oly?
No.
Yeah,
Never.
that shit was fire, bro.
I need
never-
to rewatch it. Was it good?
No, it's
Was
like,
that
it's like
Fire
a baby,
series?
It's like a baby show.
Yeah, it's such a ghost set. 6 series, bro.
Yeah.
6 series. Yo, I've got a hypothetical that we can do. What time is it?
No, we got time.
We have time?
I think.
41. Okay. Here's this hypothetical. So Davey got this game called Hypothetical. They've got some good.
You got a game? Where do you get this game?
I don't know.
It's like a box, like a deck of cards.
It's like a deck of cards.
Oh, we should get that and play it on the.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get it.
Probably
Probably
buy one. Like,
get
don't
it
get
now.
his.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh, fuck
I'll
his.
I'll buy our own. Okay, so I'll ease you into the hypotheticals because there's one that's like I really think like takes the cake. Okay, so let's say the first one. Everyone knows what Clydesdale horse is.
No.
Clydesdale.
Starting off real strong.
Clydesdale horses are like usually the horses that like pull the carriage and stuff like that.
Okay.
Big fucking.
Like the
tanky
ones that
horses
have
with
like the bulky, the furry calves. And
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Oh,
They
my
have the
boy,
boot-
yeah.
they have the boots
those
with the fur.
fucking units,
Yeah.
man. Like those fucking
Woo!
units. Clydesdales are fucking tanks. Okay, so this Clydesdale has his hoofs chained to the floor, so he can't lift them. His head is held up by a rope. So imagine a Clydesdale horse standing upright, perfectly normal, but it can't budge. It can't move at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have this ability now where you can free every single wrongfully imprisoned person on the planet and turn our justice system into a perfect justice system. No errors ever. But you gotta kick this Clydesdale horse to death in under 20 minutes. Can you do it?
No way. No way.
In under 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Kick it to death?
I don't think I could kick it to death.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could.
How? How in the hell are you doing that?
But like it's upright. It's upright.
Standing upright.
Do I get?
You know how high its
step
head is?
Do I
No,
step up?
no. You're
No
just
supports.
you get steel toes though. Sorry, you get steel toe boots.
No, I can't. I don't think I could do it just for kicking the animal. I don't,
Okay.
The justice system doesn't mean enough for me to kick the animal that much.
Oh yeah, you know
Really?
what, man? Honestly, like
You wouldn't kill an animal to have a perfect justice system? Like perfect, flawless, like 100%.
flawless.
Did
Think
someone
of the
just hit a
possibilities,
combo?
man.
Flawless.
You wouldn't kill an animal for that? It would weigh on me heavy.
I
Yeah,
Believe
that's
me.
tough.
I
Like
don't-
more like I would have a hard time doing it, but I think it's worth it.
You have how much time?
20 minutes. You have to do it in under 20
Even
minutes.
you know what? Even if I wanted to, I don't think I could do it.
Yo, I think after I kicked it twice, I think I would either go insane and finish the job, or
Break down and cry?
I would just back
Okay,
out.
okay.
Just back out,
Let's
yeah.
assume let's take the moral aspect out because I think we all agree like kicking the animal sucks. I think I would do it regardless. I would sacrifice the
You're
animal. to
such
have
a hero,
perfect
dude.
justice-
Holy
justice.
fuck.
But let's say you kick that horse to death and it gets revived. But you gotta get the job done. Do you think you could even do it?
Does
No.
it remember me after? Like, is it gonna kick my
Common
ass?
for
Yeah,
No.
and then it will tell its friends and family, and it'll literally hunt you forever. You'll be on the run from.
And it has a snail on its back, and if the snail touches you,
But can the snail fly?
yeah. No, but just physically, do you think you could do it?
No.
Like physically?
Do you physically think you could do it?
Yes.
How? How are you doing? You know how high its head is?
I'm gonna kick it as hard as I can. And
Where?
As close to
In
the
the
torso as I
dick.
can to cause enough trauma.
You know how high its torso
to make
is?
an internal bleed. Yeah.
You think you can kick that high?
I don't know how high his torso is. You haven't shown me a good reference. You just tell me it's tall. You just tell me it's big.
I'm telling you, the
Cool.
bottom of the Clydesdale's torso is probably like here.
Then you know what I'm gonna do? I got it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kick it in the balls, like
What
very
if it don't have
lightly. Very
balls?
lightly. No, hold. Just turn it on. It'll orgasm to death.
Yeah.
He
I
just
was a
jerks the horse
sensation.
off to
You
death.
fucking brilliant bastard, you.
I don't want steel toes.
What if it's
I
a
want
chick?
wool socks.
What if it's a chick?
What?
What if it's a chick?
I don't want to have to explain how it's done the other way. But it can also.
know
it
how
can
it
also-
works. He
It can
doesn't
also
know
be
how it
done. It
works.
can also be done.
What are you gonna do? Kick
Make
its
it fall.
balls?
I'm gonna seduce it to death.
You have to kick it, not yet.
Senorita.
You have to kick it.
Is the only one for me.
Has to be kicks.
Sorry.
You're just gonna show off your tick. Your
Why?
kicks.
Why kick specifically? It's because not a lot of people can kick that high. I assume.
And with power, yeah, no. And with
Okay,
power,
how-
this Clydesdale necks are like this fucking thick.
That's so cool.
Like-
how am I supposed to know this is a am I fighting a T-Rex or a horse?
It's
You keep changing the scale.
it's like
It derived from them.
Yeah, basically, they're like the tankiest horse.
Can
the
you
tankiest.
can you show me a reference of it standing
pull it
upright
up on your
next to a
phone? My
human being?
phone's.
Okay, so.
Do it. Pull it
Okay,
up.
what's the next
Klon-
part of it?
a
Because you said you were going to
Klondike?
start it easy.
That was
Klondike
that was just
horse.
the,
Klondike?
That was
Klondike
just-
horse.
that was just the first hypothetical,
Okay.
and then we're gonna upgrade hypotheticals. Go ahead and pull up that Clydesdale. Look at it. Ain't no way you're kicking that thing to death, even if
And
you
you gotta
wanted
put
to.
it in reference like a person.
Can you shut up?
This guy doesn't even remember what he's switching on.
You look up.
Oh, yeah. There's no point.
Yeah, there's no way.
That,
No
it's
way.
back legs are already like almost taller than this guy.
there's no way, dude.
I might as well. I can't even reach.
Unless you just do like a bunch of backflips to get your feet that high and kick it in the head every time.
Do a bunch? I can't even do a backflip.
No, that's what I'm saying. No
I
freaking way.
don't think I could
know
even
what?
kill it if you give me 20 minutes with an axe. That's all. Obviously, I could.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could.
No, they're
That's
actually made
dumb.
of steel.
The axe? That'll do the trick.
Perfect. Okay. So the next hypothetical, and this is the hypothetical.
This is the one.
So scientists have genetically modified a gorilla to make it a super gorilla.
Harambe. R.I.P.
My boy. This super gorilla, though it can't speak, has a sign language index of 12,000 words. It has an IQ of 85, and it's self-aware.
Okay.
The gorilla has taken an interest in football and aspires to play at the highest level as defensive end.
NFL.
Exactly. Wants to play in the NFL as defensive end. Sports analysts have said that this 700-pound gorilla will be practically unblockable, will get an average of 6 sacks a game, but he will be susceptible to confusion and misdirection plays. So he's not you could beat him. He has vowed to never intentionally hurt anybody, and you could take that as like a guarantee he will never intentionally hurt anybody. He just wants to play the game.
Yes.
You're the commissioner of the NFL. Do you let him play?
100%. And I'll make it so I'll change the whole game. He'll have his own bracket where it will be 10 versus 1, and that will be the game. And it'll be 10 people trying to beat him, and we'll end up scaling it to whatever is like a fair measure, where it's like a good like I guess as close as you can to 50-50. Change the odds a bit here and there.
So he doesn't want to play this game. He wants to play in the NFL.
No, but here's what's interesting.
This is gonna be a
Is
part
why-
of bracket.
Why is 50-50 like a determination of like that's a fair number? Because in the NFL, it's teams don't typically
No.
go 50-50.
No.
Teams are either like 12 and 4, 11 and 5, or like 2 and 15 type thing.
Yeah.
It's rare for teams to actually be in the middle of like wins and losses are like somewhat equal.
Okay.
So that's an interesting like thought that you had, that it's like balance would be that the gorilla wins half of the time,
Yeah.
because it never really actually works out that teams typically.
Yeah. What kind of ratio would you want to measure it at?
That's what I'm saying. You just let him play
You're
on a
the
team.
commissioner.
Manpower to manpower?
Put him on a team.
And how fast can this guy run?
Gorilla speed.
We're fucked. Yeah, so never mind. Him versus 15. I said 10 at first.
No, you don't get to make your own league. It's just like he has to play in the NFL or he doesn't.
And he gets to play in the NFL? No.
He does not get to play.
I
No.
think for player safety, because even if he doesn't mean it to intentionally hurt people, being 700 pounds, it's going to happen.
How?
You know what? No. I would allow it, but then I would also allow that all drugs are legal. Go
It
for it.
basically already is in the NFL. They didn't get tested for anything.
Good. Continue. Good to go.
I say I let him play. And the reason is I interpret the... again.
The
It's
strategy?
hypothetical, so fuck it. I interpret the never intentionally hurting someone as this gorilla will operate at just the right amount to get the job done.
That's right. Which is why it already kind of
Bare
handicap itself through like that resistance, I guess. It's like how Superman always holds back because he's always treated the Earth like a piece of paper. Like he's always like, it's so fragile.
This might even be an outlandish take. I think there may be people in the NFL that have an IQ of 85.
So here's something. Here's the thing.
They're just not.
This is not. Actually, it wasn't a hypothetical. He hasn't gotten there yet.
I
a
looked
story.
into that because I thought that was an interesting fact. The average IQ of NFL players is 95.
It was close.
And that's average. So there are people less than that. There are people over that. And there's a lot of people riding scholarships just because they can play. So they're probably a lot dumber. So his IQ like kind of like puts him in there.
But I think the difference is it's an, I'm going to refer to it as an it. I don't know if it's
Sure.
self-aware and it has a gender.
It is self-aware.
So it must identify as
Let's call it
something.
it. Let's call it it.
Non-binary, maybe. Who
Sure.
knows? I don't even know what that means.
You lost me.
So
Go back on track.
I would just say that the speed and strength that it has would be
But you can beat him. Misdirection plays.
I know that,
Runs and
but the
plays.
thing is that works now against people who don't have the advantage of being as big and as quick. So I don't think that's necessarily an advantage. Like that already happens. They do that to teams who like full teams get misdirected, not even just one
That's
individual
true.
player.
Yeah, the whole ass team. That's true.
No, I would do it so that there's a rule where always the worst team in the league is allowed to use him per season. That's
Like so the team that places last every year,
it. Gets
so
him.
he could be traded every season.
That's
That's very interesting.
And that team's allowed to leave.
They're always the fucking champs that
so then-
year.
okay.
But then that team's allowed to then leave the losing bracket. Like the last place losing bracket has like a redemption moment, like underdog, and that's this team gets pulled, throw in Gorilla Boy, launch him to outer space with the team.
Like literally? They can't play football up.
Monkeys in space would be
They
so
can't play
Okay.
football in space.
Yeah, because that's actually interesting. Because normally what happens is like the team that comes in last has the highest chance at winning the draft pick for the next year. So, do they get the choice of we get the Gorilla Boy, or do they get to keep their draft pick?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Because the draft pick is could be a long-term play, whereas the Gorilla is a temporary.
it's true.
You can't unless you lose.
It's a one season thing.
So no. But what if you come in last place with the Gorilla on your team? Like the rest of your team is that bad. Because he's defensive. He's not an offensive. Like
No,
it would
not
be
an
different
offensive
if he was a
Yeah.
running back, because then you can
Oh,
never
it's
stop him.
true.
Sure.
So I would say, do you get to keep him if you come in last place? I'm gonna ask Jake this question. Jake,
That's
I
a
think
good
Jake
question.
You know what? Because the Gorilla would get tired out eventually. You just have to make him chase after each individual player, and eventually a Gorilla will get tired.
But that's the thing. Is like it's
It'll take him
not
quite
like
some
he's
time.
always
Invincible, not
chasing the
unbeatable.
ball. Like depending on the defense, like he's playing either a particular zone or no, he's
Yeah,
defensive.
he's a defensive man, so he's going for the QB.
Yeah. Okay. So he is right.
So his but also his thing is like he has a 5-second play.
No.
Less.
That,
Less.
or he's allowed to join, but he's only allowed to be the quarterback.
Just the worst
No,
passes
but
in
he doesn't
history.
have. He just runs. You'd
Yeah,
have to have
sure,
a
yeah, he
stipulation
just
that
always
he can't
run
run.
plays. Yeah, he can't do a running
Yes,
play.
he can't do a run. He's only a throwing quarterback.
Okay. Does the
And
whole
he's allowed to do every kick. for
Yo,
the
he
team.
could probably throw
He
it.
can launch the whole.
But I don't. But is it accurate? That's
don't know, we'd
that's
have-
the question.
Doesn't matter. You just have your whole team is just receivers,
But is this is half?
and everyone just
No,
runs
you're
to the end
limited to
zone.
like 5.
You have 5 receivers, and they gotta just
what's that?
sprint
It's
to the end
half
zone.
a monkey brain. Like they're definitely not.
No, but this one's
It's
smarter.
85.
This one has an 85 IQ and it's
Yeah,
self-aware.
but dumb people are still dumb.
Yeah, but some QBs probably haven't. No, the QBs are probably the smarter ones on the team. But
That's an interesting take. I'd be curious to see if that's like actual
I would.
statistic.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Based
an
on the
assumption.
role?
It's an assumption, but I think it would be.
Okay, so let's take what we said into consideration. So the rule of the last place team gets the choice of getting the monkey for the year, or they get their draft pick. They get to pick.
Monkeys and gorillas are not the same thing.
Sorry, gorillas. Sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm racist.
Yeah, I said we give them the choice. They get the choice.
Okay, so that's in play.
I like
let
it,
him
but
play.
I think even if it's non-playing, he's just signed to a team. I still let him play. Personally.
yeah, I would like this. I would like.
Okay,
to
but then
see the
okay.
game. I'd
so
actually watch football.
Outside of it, does he still?
That's the thing.
Does he still have? Like, because then you got to take into consideration the outside factors that influence players is like, the salary he gets paid, like the lifestyle he lives. Like, could these be
Sure.
things that factor? Like, he gets an addiction to like a drug addiction. You know what I mean? And like,
He ODs at 22.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
who knows?
Yeah.
right?
Can I ask?
Yeah,
So okay, but what if in this hypothetical, every team that gets the gorilla, the opposing team gets a also enlarged lizard.
It's Godzilla. It would
And
be,
the lizard's also allowed to run with the ball.
it's just this big ass iguana that just gets his ass kicked
But
every
could you
time.
imagine like a 20-foot iguana running across the thing? You're not stopping that.
I think these football players could stop 20-foot iguana.
You think so?
Yeah.
20 foot.
Yeah.
Iguana. Yeah. 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 I think
Actually,
No, no. What about an 8 foot? That's a little more realistic, I think.
8-foot iguana.
Then
100%
yeah,
they can
absolutely
stop.
yes.
No, so that's but one person.
What?
Like one person can
Do I think
stop.
one person can stop an 8-foot iguana?
No. I'm saying like I think so too. So I think they should be 8
Why
foot.
did you overcomplicate it so much? We're all fine with knowing the answer was no.
No, but okay, is the iguana the same? Like, is it have the
IQ.
85 IQ?
Sure.
Why iguana? Why do we give it such a lame one?
Iguanas are sick. What are you talking about?
You said a lizard. I think iguanas are cooler than
Like a bearded dragon. Like
Are iguanas not lizards?
No, I think lizards are like a
a Lizzo?
specific.
What if you got Lizzo?
Lizards.
What if they get Lizzo on their team?
There are. Some
Don't
teams.
set me up to get
An
canceled, bro.
unstoppable
This is
force
fucked up.
versus
How
an
dare
immovable
you-
object.
How dare you set me up like that? That's fucked. Yo, I saw this, just quick tangent. Good for this girl. I saw this clip on Instagram. It was this like big black chick, and she was just going up to him and she's like, "I'll give you $200 if you could pick me up."
Like how big?
Like big, like pretty big. I would guess she weighs like 350.
And did people try?
Yeah, and like we were like, oh, like they fall over. Stuff.
Blow
Like,
their
was able
back.
To, no one was able to do it. But like, I was like, good for you. Go make some money off of you being big. I mean, don't take your life and health into your own hands. But
They already did.
yeah, I guess so.
Sorry.
At least you're funny. But yeah, I say the gorilla plays.
Very
But
interesting.
like you said, you would watch football. As the commissioner of the NFL, every person on the planet is gonna watch the Super Bowl
And everyone's gonna
because
ask
this
you to do
gorilla
it.
is playing.
Everyone's gonna ask you to do it.
I think some people probably wouldn't just for like animal rights, but it's like a
Really,
sentient
that's
being
interesting because I think that is restrictive of animal
now.
rights.
Exactly, I agree.
Than it is like supportive of the animal.
I
Yeah, if they have an IQ.
The animal
figure-
knows what it wants to do.
Exactly, and we're letting him live his dreams.
Yeah.
I agree, but
What if he hates PETA with a passion? Like on his spare time, he's anti-PETA.
like he's out hunting?
He goes to
animals and
rallies.
shit? Yeah,
With like a moose and stuff.
yeah, he has
Yeah.
a shotgun with the lion. Like he did like a safari
Yeah,
hunt and
yeah.
shit. But yeah, you know how much
So he
money
does-
you would
he
make if
doesn't-
every single person on the planet is watching football because this gorilla is playing?
Yeah.
He's not friends with Joe Exotic, I assume.
No, definitely not. Definitely not friends with Joe Exotic.
So why are lions the king of the jungle when
don't
they
even live in jungles.
don't live in jungles?
Yeah,
They
it's whack.
Live in the savannah. Maddie, can you please explain to the viewers?
Tell them.
So this dates back to the 1990s.
That's not recent. It's that fucking Lion
Yeah,
King's
when
fault.
Lion King came out.
Yeah.
It was
look it
actually
up,
Maddie's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. And was it during the Boston Tea Party of the 1990s?
Yeah.
Yikes.
That was when Boston Pizza stopped serving tea, as everyone knows. Very important in Canada's history, as is tradition.
Is
And-
Boston Pizza Canadian? Is it? So that's kind of weird.
I don't think so.
That's a great question.
I only ask because I guess
I don't know.
Shark Tank, the guy from Boston Pizza is on there, and it's American, right?
Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den, pardon me. Dragon's Den,
Shark
sorry.
Tank's Canadian.
Shark Tank's the Canadian one. Sorry, I meant to say Dragon's Den.
We couldn't even rip off it with two words that started with S. Like Dragon's Den is double D's. Shark. Tank.
Shark soup. Like, what are you gonna say?
Sharknado.
That's not 2 S's.
That's it.
Sharknado 6.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's
Pitch me
good.
your idea.
We-
Sharknado 7.
Yeah.
We watched Deadpool again, and it's funny because when Cable comes back from the future, and Deadpool's like, "What Sharknado are we on?"
Did you say that?
Yeah,
I don't, how'd you know I did see the second?
Yeah.
I don't remember that
It's
part.
pretty funny.
Ryan Reynolds is perfect for Deadpool, but man, I can't watch him in other movies because he just is the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
He's a handsome man, though. And I'm totally jealous of his marriage. Because I'm not married.
What's her name?
That's why.
Like Lively. Yeah, they actually have a very
Jokes.
yeah.
Healthy.
It seems like, but
What
you never
seems-
know.
seems like- yeah, you never know. That's true.
You never know.
That's true. To the public eye, it looks good.
So who's the public guy?
I don't know, but to him, it looks. He said it looks good.
He
So
says-
the public eye.
we got my
says-
seal of approval.
Yeah, exactly. What time we got?
It's about 1-2 minutes, I think.
2 minutes.
What are you thankful for? Happy.
Yes.
I was gonna prematurely Happy New Year's, everyone.
Are we gonna
But I was gonna ask, what does everyone have planned for New Year's?
Yeah, just getting together with the family,
Yeah.
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 bringing it in together.
Honestly,
Cook some
I've been
food.
asking a lot of people recently. I feel like everyone's kind of gone over going out for New Year's. And I think it's part. I almost said Halloween. Yeah.
I still love that.
New Year's.
I
And,
can't get enough Halloween.
Yeah, I still would. I'd still go out.
like
we've
to
done
like,
this year.
to like a banquet
I don't
hall.
think I've ever gone out for New Year's.
I took one time Lee and Emma to a Polish banquet hall. It was
Yes.
so funny.
Yes.
Did you guys have a good time?
I still had a good time. Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
can be honest.
No, the one thing that was whack was the DJ was whack.
The DJ was whack, but it was still a good time.
Did
It
they
was still
play?
a good
Did
night.
they play Polish music?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they played like live cover of like Mambo Number 5 in a very like lame way. I remember that.
Can you do a rendition?
Yeah, sure. Start me off with a beat.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, you had it. Yeah, you had it.
That's it. That's the
Oh, okay. If you had to continue, I was gonna start.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mambo number 4. Yeah, that's how lame it was. I was like, not even a full 5.
Yeah.
This guy got a 4-star rating.
Instead of the trumpet, he's like, and the flute now.
And it was a flute.
It's a recorder.
If it was a recorder, that'd be pretty fire, dude.
That would be pretty sick.
What was a clarinet?
I remember.
No, that's lame.
I remember.
What was Squidward on a clarinet?
God, yeah. Like
Sick.
Do you remember? Was it you when we were trying to get Xavier, my younger cousin, when he had the recorder? We were trying to get him to play "Mask Off" by Future on the recorder.
Yo.
I was so drunk I passed out on the sofa and they were feeding me shots by like dipping. Mike was dipping his finger and like, cause my mouth
It was
was
like
open,
dripping off of
and he's
his.
like dripping it into my mouth.
I have videos of that actually. It's a real
That's
thing.
fucked.
Yeah.
Good old days, the glory days. All right, what's everyone thankful for?
This year was a stupid good year for me. One for the books for sure. So I'm grateful for the whole last year.
You know, is every year
Very
not
fortunate.
one for the books?
No, it is, but like
got
this,
married this
this
year.
one stood out. This one definitely stood out. It was like, especially coming out of COVID, coming out of like 2 shitty write-off years, 2021,
Yeah. Let's do it.
22. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking of 2021. It was like nothing happened, but like 2022,
Yeah.
the year of
Nothing
2022.
We're not doing what we're thankful for this year. We're doing a 2022 recap.
Yeah,
Real quick recap.
phenomenal year for me.
Nice.
Grateful for the whole thing.
Good.
Yeah,
Maddie,
same thing. Exact same thing. Everything he said.
what stood out to you for this year?
The same things.
All the same things. You got married.
Yeah, married to the game, baby.
Hey, my
Forever.
boy, my boy.
I also got married to the game this year. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Really grateful. Well, I bought a house.
Woo! We're just
yeah.
gonna leave you guys with that at
count,
the
dude.
end.
That doesn't count.
That's right.
Because you don't have it.
I
yet.
don't
That's
have
true.
it.
That's you gotta be grateful for that next
Yeah,
year.
I'll wait till next
That's
year.
such horse shit.
I'm so stupid.
Oh, I wanted to talk about that. Fuck.
I want to double
What?
dip.
About how various animal shits reference, like we use them, but not
Yeah.
all of them can be
Did we
used.
talk about that?
Did we? I saw it in the
Horse
comedian.
shit, bullshit, bat shit.
Dog shit,
Ape shit.
but not cat shit. Or moose shit.
I say we say cat piss because it
No.
smells like cat piss.
but that's because it smells like cat piss.
That's right.
People
Not
don't just
cat shit. Interesting.
not
Not
moose,
moose
shit,
shit. Not goose shit.
or geese shit. Right?
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, but like bat shit's my favorite. Ape shit is second.
But what does batshit crazy even
What?
mean? Like,
Like because there was a disease that literally that came off of bat
Yeah,
shit.
COVID, man. Like we just went through it.
people did kind of go crazy.
This guy didn't unlock the top.
I'll wait till we're over. It's too embarrassing now.
Anyways. Sorry, you were saying?
That's it. That's it.
Well,
Have a happy New Year,
We'll
guys.
see you guys.
Wish you everyone a
We'll
happy
see
New
you guys
Year.
next year.
See
Had
ya.
to fucking sneak that in there.
You got us.
Bye.